Hello students, I am Munmun Kumari, your English teacher, and welcome to your English 1 class. Today we will start our first chapter, sentences and phrases. Now let us see what is a sentence. Sentence. A sentence is a group of words that are arranged in such a manner that they give complete meaning. It contains a verb and a subject. So, sentence is a group of words that are arranged in such a way that they give a meaning. Proper meaning comes from arranged words, and sentence always contains a verb and a subject. Now read these words: brother, watch, him, his, brought, a. Do these words make complete sense? No, these words do not make complete sense. We have to arrange these words properly so as to make complete sense. Now read the same words in another order. His brother bought him a watch. So this time these words make complete sense. When words are placed in their proper order, they form a sentence. So whenever the subject and verb are placed in their proper order, they form a sentence. They form a complete meaningful sentence. A group of words arranged in such a way so as to give complete meaning is called a sentence. So we can define a sentence like this: a group of words arranged in such a way so as to give a complete meaning is called a sentence. Now let us know important things about a sentence. Number 1. It is a group of words arranged in a particular order so as to make complete sense. So whenever we form a sentence, we have to arrange the words in a particular order. We have to write the subject at first, after that a verb, so as to make a complete sense. Number 2. The first word of a sentence must begin with a capital letter. So whenever we write a sentence, the first word of the letter must be in capital letter. Number 3. The sentence must end with a proper punctuation mark. So whenever a sentence ends, a proper punctuation mark should be given to make it complete. So let us know some examples of sentence. The group of words given below are sentences. Number 1. My sister lives in Mexico. Example number 2. All trains stop at this station. Example number 3. Is Megha from Agra? So these are some examples of a sentence. Now let us come to phrases and clauses. Now we will learn about phrases and clauses. Phrase. A phrase is a group of words that make sense but not complete sense. So phrases are those groups of words that make sense but not complete sense. See the examples: in the morning, in the park, joys and sorrow, at 6 o'clock. So these all examples shows that a phrases are group of words that make sense but not complete sense. So we can define a phrase like this: a phrase is a group of words that make sense but not complete sense. Note: a sentence always has a verb in it, but a phrase does not have a verb. Depending upon the parts of speech, phrases are of different kinds. So we can classify the phrases in different kinds. Phrases: noun phrase, adjectival phrase, adverbial phrase and verbial phrase. These all are examples of phrases. Now let us come to clause. A clause is a group of words which form part of a sentence contains subject and a predicate. So clause is a group of words which form a part of sentence and it contains subject and predicate. See some examples of clauses. Read the following sentences. Rohan looked tired. Example number 2. They are going to the market. So these two are examples of clauses. They both contain subject and predicate. Now we will come to independent and dependent clauses. Now we will see two types of clauses: independent or main clause, dependent or subordinate clause. Independent clause can also be called main clause and dependent clause can also be called subordinate clause. Let us see the example. The child returned when the sun set. The child returned when the sun set. Here the independent clause is the child returned and dependent clause is when the sun set. So now let us see how it became independent clause and how it became dependent clause. In the first clause, the child returned make complete sense and can stand independently as a sentence. It is an independent or main clause. It does not depend on any other clause for its meaning. And the second clause, when the sun set, does not make complete sense by itself and it depends upon the first clause to make sense. It is a dependent or subordinate clause. It adds more information to the main clause. So from this we came to know that how the clauses became independent clause and dependent clause. Let us see. Now let us see the dependent clause and independent clause is completed. And so today we came to know about what is sentence and the important things about a sentence. Secondly, what are phrases and clauses, and thirdly, what are independent and dependent clause. So in our next video we will learn about the kinds of sentences and some rules about them. So students, that's all for today. Thank you.